The Portrait of Lord Byron at Newstead Abbey by Letitia Landon. It is the face of youth, and yet not young. The purple lights, the ready smiles have vanished. The shadows by the very forehead flung, the gayer influence of life have banished. 'Tis sad and fixed, yet we can fancy gleams of feverish spirits suddenly awaking, flinging aside doubts, fancies, fears, and dreams, like some red fire on startled midnight breaking. 'Tis an uncertain thing, a mind so framed, glorious the birthright, with its power inherit, mingling the loved, the feared, the praised, the blamed, the constant struggle of a clay and spirit. His name is on the haunted shade, his name is on the air. We walk the forest twilight glade, and only he is there. The ivy wandering o'er the wall, the fountain falling musical, proclaim him everywhere. The heart is full of him, and flings itself on all surrounding things. The youthful poet, here his mind was in its boyhood nursed. All that impatient soul enshrined was here developed first. What feelings and what thoughts have grown amid those cloisters, deep and lone. Life's best, and yet its worst, for fiery elements are they that mould and make such dangerous clay. A thousand gifts the poet hath of beauty and delight. He flingeth round a common path, a glory never come in sight, would find in common hours. And yet such visionary powers are kin to strife and wrath. The very light with which they glow but telleth of a fire below. Such minds are like the heated earth of southern soils and skies. Care calls not to laborious birth the lavish wealth that lies close to the surface. Some bright hour upsprings the fruit, unfolds the flower, and inward wonders rise. A thousand colors glitter around, and the golden harvest lights the ground. But not the less there lurks below the lava's burning wave. The red rose and the myrtle grow above a hidden grave. The life within earth's panting veins is fire, which silently remains in each volcanic cave. Fire that gives loveliness and breath, but giveth in one moment death. So framed is such a mind, it works with dangerous thoughts and things. Beneath the fiery lava lurks, but on the surface springs a prodigality of bloom, a thousand hues that might illumine even an angel's wings. Thrice beautiful the outward show, still the volcano is below. It is the curse of such a mind that it can never rest. Ever it swings upon the wind, in some pursuit oppressed. And either the pursuit is vain, or, if its object it attain, it was not worth the quest. Yet from the search it can keys, and found its plums, and be at peace. And what were that boy poet's dream, as here he wont to stray, when evening cast the pensive gleams around his forest way? Came there thick fancies mid the gloom of war-horse, trumpet, pennon, plum, and all the proud array, when mailed barons, stern and old, kept state in Newstead's ancient hold? Or more, was the boy's fancy won the pennon's end by woe, when hooded monk and veiled nun, the beating heart and brow, alike concealed from common eyes, revealed, perhaps, to midnight skies, dreams that possessed him now? Dreams of a world whose influence still prevaileth over human will? Or was it some wild dream of love that filled the summer noon, and saw but one sweet face above, what time the maiden moon looked on a fairy world beneath, and waked the hawthorn's sweetest breath, the fountain's softest tune? For young love, living on a smile, makes its own Eden for a while. The ancient hall, when winter came, gave fantasies to night, light by some old lamp's flickering flame, or the red ember's light. The shadows that have little power upon the sunshine's cheerful hour, then master mind and sight. The visionary world appears, girt with fantastic shapes and fears. Such was his childhood, suited well to fashion such a mind. The fiddle sword, the Gothic cell, the influence combined. The old oak wood, the forest stream, and love soon waked from the dream it never quite resigned. His life contained no after hour, of which his boyhood had no power. Be after scenes with after years, he only we recall whatever soothes, subdues, endears in his ancestral hall. With deep enchantment we have felt, when every thought and feeling dwelt beneath his spirit's thrill. Sad, softened are the hearts that come to gaze around his boyish home.